Hey everyone. So basically, this is going to be a video about women again. Now, from the last video itself, I basically want to talk about women, women. But do I hate them? No, of course not. I don't hate women. I don't hate them all. They're really nice to be around with. I just do not like disrespectful, disgusting behavior. That's what I'm saying here, And when it comes to people out there pretending they're victims by saying that you're sexist, you are basically a woman abuser. From Medusa, she said, I cannot take you seriously. I did not even say anything to her. She started the mess. And this woman, I want nothing to do with her because at the end of the day, I tried to find evidence on this because I took this matter seriously. Since she hasn't provided any evidence, she basically gave me a really hard time. So I tried to move on from her, And this woman falsely accuses me of abusing a woman, She couldn't provide a simple answer on who I said it to. And then whenever I asked her for proof, she hasn't provided any of the proof that I asked her for, So it's kind of sad how people like her are telling me that I'm a woman abuser, when in reality, I did not even say those kind of things. Never would, And people like her, they gave me a hard they gave me a hard time. And I'll tell you this, am I going to apologize for rude, disrespectful behavior when I talk back? No, I'm not going to apologize. I will apologize for my mistakes, but for your disgusting behavior, I will insult you. I will talk back at you. You are not the victim here at this point. You want to treat me like shit? I'll treat you like shit. Because that's what you deserve. Okay? You want to insult me? I'll insult you. That's the kind of thing I want to say here. You want to verbally abuse me? I'll verbally abuse you back. And you think you're the victim here? No, you're not the victim at this point. You caused the mess. You caused the problem. You have to understand that you have to live with the reality that what you've done. Instead of pretending that you're this victim, which you're not, I want you to know that at the end of the day, you started this mess, not me. I was sitting there in the panel on Beagle, for example, and one woman, she basically called me the flushed away rat. I did not even say anything to her. And insult her. And people like her give other women out there a bad name because of this disgusting attitude. Alright? And is it all women? No, of course not. Not all women are bad, alright? Not all women are disrespectful and bad. It's people like her who thinks that what she can say out of her mouth, what she can say out of her mouth is okay. But it's not. When I talk back, I get the blame. When she talks, she doesn't get the blame. Right? When she causes problems, she doesn't get the blame. But whenever I talk back at her, I get the blame. And that's just unfair. You caused the problem. You caused the issue. You're responsible for the mess. And instead of being a responsible adult, you decided to pretend to be the victim. And that's just pathetic and sad. You're pretending you're the victim. You're pretending that what you did was a mistake and stuff. No, it wasn't a mistake. You knew exactly what you were doing, and yet you did it anyway. And instead of apologizing, you insult me. So you give women out there, those who basically come on the panel being very, very respectful, you give them a hard time. You give them a hard time because of stuff like this. And I'm being honest. Honest to God, I swear to God, this kind of behavior is not even normal. It's not, okay? Because whenever I was on a panel, I did not even say a single word to any of the women out there. Not a single word on Bigo. Sure, it's a social app. But it's like this. It's the kind of thing where when you say nothing, when you don't do anything at all, and when they're causing problems at you, and they gave you a hard time, honest to God, it's like this. I did not insult anyone. I did not cause any problems. Alright? I did not cause any problems at all. None. And as a grown man, minding my own business, not causing any problems, I'll say this, by the way. When Medusa came in and said to me, I have verbally abused a woman, she couldn't give me one name of the person I verbally abused. Because when I was investigating this on who I said it to, there was none. None of them was being verbally abused. And instead of her apologizing, she basically gave me a hard time, calling me a woman abuser. She called me a sexist cunt, and I asked her, how am I sexist? And the way she mocked me, it's just sad. Okay? But is it all women? Is it all of them? No, of course not. It's people like her that cause the problem, that get away with it, who thinks she's unstoppable. But at the end of the day, when you cause that problem, that's on you. Not on them, that's on you, by the way. You caused the problem. Your actions have absolutely gave others a hard time. Now, let me tell you something as well, by the way. There's this one guy who was a teenager who turned into a killer. But this was an infamous YouTuber, by the way. Now, there's this guy. This guy got rejected by women over and over and over again. And even though, whenever he got rejected so many times, instead of improving on himself, instead of like accepting it as a reality and moving on, even though things are tough, even though things are not even easy, even though that things have changed, the best thing you should have done is to focus on yourself, and that's it. Focus on yourself, improve your skills, improve your health and well-being. At the end of the day, it's going to do so many wonders for you. But instead, this guy, this infamous YouTuber, he became a killer, all right? He became a killer. He became an incel. He became an incel, and he attacked women out there. He even killed his own family, I believe. And he even died during that time. And that is just dangerous, by the way. All right? That is just dangerous. The only thing I want people to do, the men as well, is to focus on themselves. All right? Focus on themselves. Never be hard on themselves, okay? Even when times are tough, because I'm going for the same thing as well, you know. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all, you know. Because when it's like this, where you're minding your own business, when you're not causing any problems, and a woman comes in and she gives you a hard time, that's on her. Alright? Even when one man who is very mentally tired it's not easy. But talking back to a woman out there and saying, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself, this and that, and you're turning yourself into an incel and you start causing all these problems. Dude, that is not the way you should be going for. It's not the way you should be going for. No way. Okay? I basically have been rejected so many times, right? Moving on is the hardest part, but it's the only path you should be taking when it comes to getting your life together, when it comes to bettering yourself. That's the kind of thing I want to say here. You move on, you do your best to do what you can to get yourself somewhere, and that's it, It helps. But it's not always easy. That's not the easy part. That's hard, moving on. You go through times where you feel like you're the problem, but you're not, okay? Especially for Charlotte. I got nothing against her, nothing, okay? It's like this. Even when I said to her, why haven't you invited me? And the way she said to me that I was stalking her, it hurts me because we worked together as a team for over 2 years at Starbucks. For over 2 years, we worked together at Starbucks as a team, helping customers, being there for one another. And when she says that to me behind my back, whenever she says that to me and she betrays me, it hurts. Like, it literally hurts when she says, why are you stalking me? So I moved on. I try to move on and try to get better. But it hasn't been easy ever since I've been going through a very hard time since 2024. It wasn't easy. I've been going through a lot of depression at that time. Okay? And I've been trying so many times to get somewhere. Okay? Been trying. I'm minding my own business. I didn't even cause any problems at all. None. I moved on. But it hasn't been easy. It hasn't. There are times where you're going to say to yourself that you feel like you're worthless. You're going to say all those kinds of things that you feel like you wish you did better. You're doing better, okay? Just don't be hard on yourself. Just don't. When women out there are being respectful to you and you're respectful to them, it's a good relationship, There was one woman yesterday. I was respectful on a panel. And basically, when I was respectful to her, she basically was respectful back to me, Other times, when I'm respectful to another woman out there, and she's being disrespectful back to me, it's just hard, When you're a male and you're going after someone, well, not after, and you're trying to build a relationship with someone, and she does that to you, it's not easy, This is why I give up on dating, because of stuff like this. So what's going on, alright? Even when I've been very respectful, even when I'm minding my own business, even when I didn't cause any problems, it has not been easy making these sacrifices. Okay, it has not been easy making these sacrifices. I sacrificed my happiness. I sacrificed dating. I sacrificed going out because I had to survive. My income wasn't allowing me to have a normal life for myself. It's not been easy. But should I actually go after a woman and start yelling at her and start insulting her? No, of course not. That's just disgusting. Okay? And let me say something as well, okay? When you're doing that, that's not okay. When a woman does it, it's not okay. But I'm noticing something as well, by the way, When other women out there are telling other women that you can be disrespectful to a man, that crosses a line, okay? When Medusa, I was on a panel on Bigo, when I said nothing to her, she thinks I'm a woman abuser. She couldn't provide any of the evidence I asked her for. And she told me to shut the fuck up. And people like her giving other women out there a bad name, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's really disgusting. And it's just really sad. It's really sad. And I also got, there's so many seagulls here. What the hell's going on with the seagulls? Now, honestly, do I hate women? No, I don't. I don't hate them. I just don't like the way they speak to me. I just don't like the way they're talking to me and stuff. When I say nothing to them and they start calling me insults, they start calling me ugly, they start calling me a pedo and all that disgusting stuff, even when I say nothing to them, I cross the line. Like, you're literally crossing a line and you're making my day hard. But I didn't insult you. I didn't insult anyone at all. Okay? I didn't. Look at that. It's a rabbit. Holy moly. I just saw a rabbit. That's a surprise. Oh my god, there's a baby one! Holy moly! Oh my... Oh! It's so cute! Oh, it was right there. You see that? Right, it was so... Where's it gone? I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something over here, right? Behind me, this area here, I normally go this direction, because whenever I'm alone, I go this direction to clear my mind. Alright? Even though my things aren't even together, even though I've been trying, in order for me to clear my mind, I go this direction to clear my mind. But what I'm noticing over here, there's fly tipping going on over here, and there's garbage being disposed over here. It makes it harder for me to walk alone, you know. Like, I'm trying to walk in peace, alone, and when you got fly tipping going on, it doesn't help. Why is there a seagull with a magpie? What is that? Still, I'll tell you this. When a woman starts calling you insults and starts calling you ugly and starts throwing a tantrum, that's not okay. That is not okay, you know. I remember that when I was in high school, I basically had this girlfriend. We never kissed, you know. We never kissed. We would hold hands before then. But ever since I moved on from her, I checked her favorite profile. Oh god, that's a dead fucking rabbit. Oh fucking god. I checked her Facebook profile, and she had a boyfriend. And I moved on, you know. The girlfriend I had before, back in high school, I checked on her, how she was doing, and she had a boyfriend. And I just moved on because I was just too late, you know. I was just too late. And I'll tell you this, by the way. When you are going through a tough time, trying to build a relationship, and you basically do what you can to build a relationship, you do what you can to build a relationship, you know. And I miss the good old days of dating where you meet someone, even when you're thinking together, you know, you're working together and you get your things together, and it's that kind of stuff, you know. Nowadays, other women out there are asking for higher value status, like, oh, you need to be 6 feet tall, you need to be worth 6 figures, and she knows her worth, and she does this body count kind of thing. She does this kind of thing where she rates herself like above 7 out of 10 when she's overweight, when she's this and that, but she's giving her unrealistic expectations. Even when, based on her current situation, when she's doing that, it's just, no. Okay, like, no. You cannot do that. It doesn't make any sense. And it's like this as well, by the way, you know. So, even though other women out there are going to say this, they're going to call you insults, they're going to call you names, they're going to call you garbage, that's okay for them. But when you talk back to the disrespectful woman out there who is disrespectful to you, who has caused you a hard time, oh, you basically are the problem, but she's not. And that's the problem I'm noticing here. When you cause problems, that's on you. But instead of accepting responsibility, they basically just put it on someone else and give them a hard time. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I'm always alone, by the way, Always. So it's not easy. But I'm getting there, And there's another person I want to talk about before I go. Bucky. From that comment you made on my video, by the way, that's part of what I'm trying to say here. Okay? You're proving a clear point of what women have become nowadays. Okay? Not all of them. Some of them. Okay? There are women out there who are disrespectful and rude. It's them. And you're proving a clear point on that. Okay? And you think I'm the problem. Am I chasing after your family? No. Am I going after your loved ones? No. Why? Because I got nothing to do with you. But you give me a hard time, calling me a right-wing nut job. And you gave me a hard time when I done nothing to you. So don't you dare pretend that you're the victim when you gave me a hard time, calling me a right-wing nut job. Okay? Because I done nothing to you. I moved on from Charlotte. I try to move on. Okay? The reason why I try to move on because during the kind of things that I went through at work and the people I met over there, the friends I met over there, and I try to move on. It's not being easy. You people don't even see it. You people believe that I'm a right-wing nut job, that I'm acting like a crybaby. Dude, the reason I'm telling you this is because this is the reality here, okay? As an example. And I moved on. I tried to move on. I'm not going after a family and loved ones because I don't want to. Never. Because that crosses a line. Okay? I don't want to. Keep this entire video in, okay? I swear to God, if you edit this video and post on your social media account and you make me feel like I'm the bad guy here, that's on you. That's on you, by the way. Not on me, that's on you. Seriously. And since you're a woman, I want nothing to do with you. I'll let you count what you need to do for yourself, okay? But you think I'm a right-wing nut job? Okay, if I'm a right-wing nut job, why do you think I want a normal and healthy family to be together? Why do you think I want stronger borders? You brought the political kind of stuff in there first, not me. But I want nothing to do with you, okay? I tried to move on from you. I did. But you came back, gave me a hard time. You think I gave you a hard time. You gave me a hard time, okay? I want nothing to do with you. Sure, I made mistakes. That's on me, by the way, okay? But am I ever going to blame you for my mistakes? No. I don't want to blame you and cause you problems. No way. Crosses the line, man. Whatever. I'll let you carry on. Whoa. I'll let you carry on.